Hello friends, and welcome back to the Marvels of Water. We're now on our fifth remedy in hydrotherapy. Today we're going to be looking at ice massage. All right, so let's look at ice massage and consider some of the uses for an ice massage. Indications, we can look at this for sprain, strain, also for painful muscles, painful joints, or inflammation. There again, I mentioned the contraindication for a video on heating compress, that if a person is chilled, that's a time that we would not want to apply cold to them. So the same in this, the contraindication is because we're talking about ice. If a person is cold, we don't want to apply the ice massage because it will not work. So we want to make sure that a person is nice and warm, and then we can freeze them. All right, so let's have our friend, Mr. Joel, to come over, and he's going to have a seat right here. And so, Mr. Joel, we've been correcting many situations with him. So today we're going to say that, let's say he sprained his wrist. So I'm going to just undo this here. So what I've done here for the ice massage is I've gotten a styrofoam cup, I put water in it, and I simply froze it overnight. Now, it's actually, I would suggest that you maybe leave one or two of these in your freezer at all times, so when that you need it, you can just grab it, all right? It's there. So for this, we're simply going to peel away the bottom of, and it would be better not to work from the top, but to peel it from the bottom. And I'll show you why. While I'm doing this, I just want to alert you that when you're doing the ice massage, that there are usually 4 stages that the person will be going through as they're doing this. And you can think of the acronym CBAN. CBAN as in cold, BAN, B as in burning, A as in aching, and then N as in numb. CBAN, those are stages that the person will go through. So we're looking at Mr. Joel's wrist today, all right? Let's say he sprained it, and we want to have a towel under, and I'm just going to kneel down here so we can see this. So obviously the first sign that we talked about is the cold, right? That's cold, isn't that? So that's cold, that's the C. Now, after I've done this for a few minutes, he may start to feel a sensation of burning, all right? So after the burning, and we have the towel here because as we do this for a few minutes, and then we want to then dab it to keep the water from running everywhere. So he feels the cold. After a few minutes, he may feel a sensation of burning, all right? And then a few minutes longer, he may feel a sensation of aching, all right? And then after a few more minutes, he will finally arrive at the sensation, and that's what we want, is the sensation of numbness, CBAN. We want to get to that numbness. And after you get to the numbness, you want to go just maybe 2 or 3 minutes more, make sure that it's nice and numb. And I've seen people experience great benefits from this. I know one time there was a man who had damaged his rotator cuff, his shoulder, and after doing this for some time, it was completely, we can say, relieved from doing this ice massage remedy. Now, let me say this. I didn't mention this in the beginning. I would continue doing this, but if, let's say, I'm doing this with his wrist. Let's say that Joel had a shoulder problem, and let's say that he hurt his shoulder somehow, he fell or something fell on it, and he could only, what you would like to do first is a range of motion test, range of motion. Let's say he could only lift his arm up that high, or maybe this high, and he feels pain. And then what we would do then is we would certainly have this area bare. We would do the, thank you. We would do the ice massage on that area. After we've done the range of motion test, remember to dab the water, we would do that. And then after you've done that, after you've gotten to the area where it's numb and you've done that for a couple of minutes, then you would want to have them to do another range of motion. And I've seen many times that the person's range of motion has greatly recovered. And so something like this ice massage, you can do this a couple times a day. If you want, you can do it several days until the remedy has been, until the affliction has been completely recovered. All right, thank you. That is the ice massage.